for this next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down.
Play action. It's Jackson. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Oh, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach have already made that decision.
The Ravens send their punter out now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at the 15. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
They go play action with Hurts.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 47 yards.
And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They go play action now. Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Eagles are going to get it back here just past the 35.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
Escaping the pressure right.
And that one into the hands of Brown downfield.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
This is caught. It's Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
Now he's forced out right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Hurts.
Flushed out right. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Wide open receiver complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
1st and goal, Philadelphia.
63. Out.
They'll set up a throw. Touchdown, Eagles. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They begin with a run by Fournette. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They go play action with Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And the offense gets moving quickly to the line. Now it's Jackson. Under pressure, and they got to him again. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Though certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up.
Hey, report. Report.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing is Jackson.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And he'll be out right at the 35. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. And what is going on here? Are they serious? 1st down, and they're in punt formation.
They run behind center with Gainwell.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Back to Gainwell here on 2nd down.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
3rd and 9.
Now it's Jackson. And my goodness, another interception. Darius Slay with a pick.
Inside the 10.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
The score, Eagles 69, Ravens nothing.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling.
And now here is another interception. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their own 18.
In motion goes Patrick.
A short throw caught by Andrews. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now this throw caught left side, and he'll be corralled right around the 34. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, still in the third quarter here. Now you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Inside handoff now to Fournette. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. And they're going to speed things up here.
A gain of 4.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Now after that sack, it's third and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They'll look to throw here. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Jordan Davis providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. The Ravens send their punter out now, standing just outside his own goal line. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time, and the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I...
It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A gain of 32 that time. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10.
Throwing is Hurts.
Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
But Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And he's got it. Touchdown. From 3 yards out.
And the Eagles are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead.
Elliott good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Fournette, a first down carry. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
On second down, Gainwell looking for space.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 8.
Middle. Sit up.
To throw is Jackson.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Jalen Carter able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. That one looks like he'll throw here. This one complete down the field to Goddard.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
On 1st down, Hurts. He delivers another to Goddard, complete.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Give him 32 on the play.
Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you can always get the backup some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you expressed that because you gave plenty of reasons why people like to do things. But ultimately, they just like to keep their foot on the gas, and they just want to tromp on teams. And what I like...
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Elliott good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
Now they got to get to the line quickly.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for a Baltimore.
Jackson on first down. He'll buy some time right.
That's caught. Allen Robinson.
And he's brought down. And quickly they get to the line.
That's good for a
Now Jackson on first down. Looking sideline, incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
On second down, Jackson gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. One last shot for Jackson. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Keely Ringo picks it off. And the Eagles are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. For the winning team here, Charles, that's about as big and clean of a win as you could hope for in the National Football League. No turnovers. Meanwhile, you forced turnovers. You didn't allow any points, and you put up a bunch of points. What an effort.
And, Brandon, I just have to ask you, that's all the stuff that we saw happen today. Those are statistics, numbers, the whole deal. But my question is, how does one team come ready to play, and the other one, obviously, not ready at all?
Boy, I mean, I obviously don't have an answer to that, but that was the story from the get-go. One side was awake and ready, and the other just seemed asleep.
So for Philadelphia,
a victory in Week 18 gives them a final mark of 13 up and 4 down.
And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for Baltimore,
they go out with a bit of a whimper as they wrap up a very trying 3-14 season.
And it's fair to say wholesale changes will be forthcoming in the very near future. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Last time a shed a tear, that when Prince died. Cause if we rockin', then you know we rockin' like it's Slipknot. See, this ain't basketball at halftime. We on switch sides. She thinks she love me, but she fell in love with my rich side. I got it for less. Flip that, then I got on the check. Dispatch, then we go on a race. Switch it up if that other place. Mix it up, got a lot on my plate. Got the broccoli and cheese with the beef on the side. This ain't no regular steak. No one wrong way. Richer than me. This ain't up for debate. You got a love. Maybach, lay back, matte black, just to on your truck. Now I'm in the AMG with the all black tint. They don't know it's me, but they got a little hint. How you worry about it when you can't pay rent? I've been there. Lago and Bowie, I went there. Off of MLK, used to live there. Basketball on the tier, used to win there. Up in the cell at 17. Back in jail with no bail at 19. Up the road with the life is at 20. Made my first 100,000 at 23. Now who is he or who is she to speak on my name when you ain't me? Why do you talking?
What you mean you don't know how I'm stepping? What you mean you don't know what I'm repping? I'm good in my hood like they call me the best.